All right, guys, welcome to another episode of whatever this is. And I didn't think I was going to make any more, but Enrique, no puedo responder ahora mismo. Estoy trabajando. Anyway, you know that I'm going to be called up by Greg at some point. Coach Greg is going to call me. He's going to go, Enrique. And I'm going to have to respond. But I can't. I'm busy working. Anyway, that's the biggest joke in the history of jokes. But it's not as cool as this one. Let me see. How does it go? It goes something like, here we go. I got it this time. Nick Fuentes, clavicular, and not Enrique Iglesias, but Andrew Tate got on a bus, walked into a bar. I don't know. Or it's like that junk dumper reviews, a priest and a rabbi walked into a bar. I don't know. You don't need to do anything else. That's just funny enough as it is. Yeah, that's it. As Coach Israel will tell you, that's it. Because one, you can't do these jokes anymore. This is 2026. In 2026, you can't make these jokes anymore. But that's just funny enough. What else is there to say? Oh, man. But anyway, internet drama is always more fun than politics. But don't worry, I'm not going to talk about politics today because I'm wearing the hat. And again, just like the setup for the joke, that's enough. That's enough for it to be funny. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. I remember a time when I think it was the Burlington Mall, but don't quote me on that. I was in Boston, Massachusetts as a child. And back in those days, a parent could give you $5 and say, don't spend it all in one section of the store. Apparently, Eli, the computer guy, has been telling me that $5 might not even buy you candy anymore. I remember just walking up and down those aisles, those amazing aisles. What is it? I'm trying to find the thing here. Oh, do you remember this? Do you remember this thing right here? Is it Babies R Us, Toys R Us? Those were the days. With $5 would get you a G.I. Joe, probably, and you could also get maybe a Ninja Turtle at the same time. $5. And maybe you could keep some for the next time you went to the store. Or you could get some candy. How much is one of these? The Labubus. In the modern world of technology, as they say. I don't know, guys. I think we're in trouble, is what I think. You know how Eli, the computer guy, ends all his videos is, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you believe is going to happen because of this and that? I'm all thought out. I'm tired as hell. That's what I am. Because I remember the time where I could get a G.I. Joe and a Ninja Turtle and something else, and it was under $5. That's the American dream that I remember. Whatever this is, I don't understand it. But I do, and in a way, the issue is that we're all being conned so hard, and so much for Donald Duck and Grandpa on a auto pen, and it's just not fun anymore. At this point in time, it's just not fun anymore, which is why I brought Ubi Tech, because Andrew Tate went online the other day and he talked about something that was kind of interesting. I disagree with pretty much everything that he said and that he ever said and that he always says, other than some of the stuff that he tells his boys to do, like, you know, Wash once in a while. Clean up your room. Do something with your life other than play video games. You know, that kind of thing. But that's something that he got from Jordan Peterson. So, I mean, it's not even his spiel. He took it from someone else. Anyway. Ubitech. Because Andrew Tate said he's got so much money, he doesn't know what to do with it. He's got this collection of watches that doesn't end. He's got this collection of cars that never ends. And he has all this money burning a hole in his pocket. Listen. Just hire me. We'll make some AI stuff that is amazing. I'll lead the team. Of course, I'm not doing the coding. We'll get the Ubitech people, some people from the Boston Dynamics, and we'll build the first ever self-replicating, fully autonomous city or town. We'll start with town. Actually, you know what? We'll start with mansion. We'll make you the first mansion that's self-replicating and self-sustaining, and everything is robotic. How about that? You've got all this money just burning a hole in your pocket. You don't know what to do with it. That would be exciting. That would be disruptive, as the technology people call it. And we will use almost no GPUs to do it. We won't need CUDA, and we don't need PyTorch, and we won't scam you out of your money. We'll just make something cool. Because I'll tell you which eggheads to bring on board, and I have all the ideas to make this happen. The only reason it hasn't happened is because all the powers that be are stopping cool things like this being created in the first place. Just like they don't want you to be healthy. You have all these people running around with blood clots like you wouldn't believe. The president has people like Dr. Oz in his circle and RFK. And he's doing worse than last time. Look at him. He's got like this eye. And that's, again, like I told you guys, when it was Grandpa Autopen in charge, I stopped insulting him and stopped making jokes because I realized there's nothing in there anymore. There just wasn't. And it was just not fun making fun of somebody with a condition anymore. And then you look at Donald Duck right now. He's swollen everywhere. He is one big blood clotted thing that happens to show up on TV, and he's slowing down. But, you know, he's probably eating from the new food pyramid, the inverted one, the one that wants you to have the Paul Saladino witch diet, right? My God. Anyway. So, before I end this video on a burp, what we'll do is this. Because this is actually important. This, just like the video that I made about teaching your kids to read. It's better to train your kids, whether they're male, female, or non-binary. Toughen them up. I'm not saying go crazy. Don't like boot camp them or whatever that is. But we're living in a time where if you're not tough, you don't have thick skin, it's just not going to be a fun time for you. It's just not. So I remember one time, and I'm going to make an analogy because you know that Andrew Tate loves boats. So I was on a boat with a friend, and we were in this really beautiful place at sea on this old boat. And all of a sudden, we were swarmed by, no, you don't know what it is. It's jellyfish, which brings us to the UFO topic, but we won't go there. We were stormed by a group of jellyfish. So we all realized there were jellyfish in the water. I can't do it. It's too cold in the morning in California. So I swim out of the water because I was one of the older kids together with this other kid. We swim out of the water and we get on the boat. And there's one little kid that stays in the water. And we realized that they got stung already. And so I was like, I'm going to jump in the water and go save him. And the father was like, no, grab me. I think probably either told me to stop or grab me by the shoulder. and wouldn't let me go in and save the kid. And eventually the kid made it onto the boat on his own. I was ready. I was ready to go save the kid. And I was a kid myself. I was ready to get stung by the jellyfish to go save the kid. But at the end of the day, what was happening there was that the father, I don't know if he was in the military, but anyway, tough love kind of father was trying to get his kid to understand that sometimes you gotta handle things on your own. Now, you don't have to go as crazy as some of those people, back in the day where they would just throw their kids in the pool, sink or swim, and don't go and save them. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is that if you raise a spoiled brat, whether it's a male, female, or a non-binary, whatever it is, that's not good for the world. That's not good for the world, and spoiled brats end up being bullies, and they end up causing more trouble for everyone else. So that's where I'm going with this. It's something that is really heartfelt. Is sometimes you need a good lesson, some tough love when you're being brought up. Because if you live in a bubble where everything is fine and they're always catering to you and all that stuff, once you leave the bubble and you enter the real reality of the modern world of technology, you're just not going to survive. You're just not going to do it. So yeah, there we go. That's the last thing I wanted to say today. And politics has gotten out of control, which is why these days I watch cinema. It's diabolical.